I need to get a sample that's very out of tune. Oh, this one is very out of tune. So I'm gonna get the Ableton Basic Tuner. This doesn't actually tune, it just shows you, it's like a guitar tuner, it just shows you how off it is. So let's say I'm gonna turn on that. It's like between 27 and 29. So I'm gonna get Pitch Monk. I'm gonna minus 20, so it was between 27 and 29, so I'm gonna go 28, right in the middle. Also, I want to show Ozone EQ. For something like this sample right here, my favorite thing, if I get a bell and put it around like 1.5, and I use this solo, I can like slide through the frequencies and listen to each one. So this range here that's like highlighted, I can only hear that. That's like pretty simple, basic, fundamental frequencies. But you can see here, it gets a little bit touchy on your ears. So I'm gonna like just a little bit lower. This just helps for you to like hear what's wrong with the sample and how to fix it. And I love that. It's so good. It's a little bit empty. So I'm gonna just do that. Just by doing that, it's so much easier on the ears and it still sounds full. It just works great for tuning everything. And for example, if I were to pull up a Serum bass, just pull up my favorite little bass here. So you can hear that it's in tune now, right? If I were to turn off Pitch Monk, it does kind of still sound right, but it sounds more in tune with Pitch Monk, right? So the frequencies on this, they overlay these first 4 notes, since they're in the same exact key and fit perfectly together. They overlay these frequencies. The little peaks here, they overlay with the peaks here. And it kind of brings out the sound a little bit more. And without Pitch Monk, since the frequencies would be slightly upshifted by maybe like 1 or 2 frequencies, it's not here because that's like, well, it's out of key slightly. But here, that sounds amazing. Stargazer, it's just normal shimmer. Increase the size, wait a little bit. It just kind of works better. Ozone Stabilizer, what this does, it just kind of is like an AI EQ. It just like kind of helps like stabilize the frequencies on the master for it just like sees what's lagging and kind of pushes it up. What I like to do with this, I don't like to leave it alone. I'll push up the frequencies that it's lacking in. Ozone Maximizer is just like a soft clipper. So if you have like a normal soft clipper that just kind of works like this, kind of just boosts the like gain into the limiter. That'll work too. Span, you didn't really mention Span, so you probably know Span. It's like frequency analyzer, fun. But then we just have OTT on the master, and I remember you said you had Sausage Shredder on your master. I don't know how that's gonna overlay with the OTT, but we'll see. You're the master, you know what to do. I'm actually gonna say this because this might have a little bit of potential. Let me get a utility. I'm just gonna put this at the end of my chain, pretty much. I'm gonna put on mono, so it just sounds centered. You probably know what mono is. Now I'm gonna get wider. No, like I said, it's just a stereo enhancer, so it will just make it sound wider. That's why it's called wider. A basic rule that I like to follow is that so if it's like in these, if it's in these frequencies, then it should be closer to mono. If it's in these frequencies, it should be closer to stereo. If it's in these frequencies, it should be closer to mono. Why? Stereo enhancement on these frequencies distorts the audio. Stereo enhancement on these frequencies just sounds good. The stereo enhancement in these frequencies, it like hurts your ears. So if we go here, this is higher up, right? So if I were to bring it up to the maximum, doesn't actually sound that bad, but it definitely hurts your ears a lot more than with the off. So that's why I'll bring it like maybe to like 30 or 40.